We need a sidebar for all the drinks that are in progress.
Hey.
Okay, team.
I feel like we just put the other stuff out of the way.
So my thinking here, in the off-camera conversation, I realized that I've already made a drink that conveys everything good that Satan's Whiskers conveys, and I called it the Witch's Gingerbread House. That contains orange juice, Strega, honey whiskey, allspice dram, and falernum.
Ooh, we don't have any honey whiskey.
Yeah, we don't have any falernum, but everything I liked in Satan's Whiskers is conveyed in there. Like even the new Jamaican bitters that I got taste like allspice dram. So I'm going to try and whip up something similar to that right now, and then see if, to confirm that there's no use for Satan's Whiskers as a drink.
What do you want me to pass you?
A clean shaker.
I...
Can't offer you such a thing.
I'm sorry.
Okay, scooch over.
Take my coconut.
So as I was saying, and as I was thinking to myself, the other thing about the Witch's Gingerbread House is that it contains my beloved Strega, which we don't have. It contains allspice dram, which we don't have. We're going to substitute Jamaican. And contains honey whiskey, which we don't have. But I do think we can whip up a great, easier, simpler replacement for Satan's Whiskers. Like quickly. I guess the priority here is, can we get the same thing more efficiently? So will you ice up that shaker while I grab the orange juice again?
For those of you who are uninitiated, Strega is a fennel liqueur. So it does work very well with orange. It's also got a lovely yellow color. I was gonna say hue, but it's not a hue. It is fluorescent, like you are a well-hydrated person urinating color.
So I'm going to go with 2 ounces of orange juice, a lot more than the Devil's Whisker, but we're cutting out so much of the excess. Like, we don't need 3 orange flavored ingredients. We can just have 1 orange flavored ingredient. Then pass me the thing, the aqua.
Belvo?
There's a thing that we cannot pronounce. The particular version I have now is Dutch.
What is this? Oh, yeah. Well-hydrated person.
Yeah. Strega is Italian and better than this. I happen to grab this because it has no English on the label, and I just love random crap.
If you're looking to sell us anything, just don't put English on the label.
Yeah. I love obscurism, and quick tangent, hopefully. I like that the bar represents who I am and who I want to be, where you could very deliberately be an obscurist and a hipster and claim that you don't like normal Moxie's Earls style things and go out of your way to find obscure, pretentious shit. That would be a bad person. But if you just collect things, if you just gravitate towards things that make you happy, and you authentically look at a collection you've built and you're like, wow, this is all like silly, random, obscure shit. It does convey that this is who I authentically am and who I want to be, but not something that I'm trying to be, which I'm actually not. Anyway, this is my replacement Strega. I can never say it correctly. It's Aquavit. This stuff happens to be Dutch. It's Boomerlunder, Gold, Jubileum. It's Scandinavian, actually. Anyway, it's weaker in fennel flavor than Strega for sure. So I think I'll just do this.
Full ounce half.
Got some strong orange juice. And then, instead of orange bitters in an orange drink, I will do 4, 5 drops of Jamaican bitters. And I think that'll do it. I think that's the drink.
Curious about the honey whiskey. What would be best there?
Well, it's just adding sweetness. We could add Cointreau to this if we don't like how this turns out. Or we could add maraschino to get that thickness and that oiliness. My beloved Galliano would be a great.
Tabor corn whiskey. Corn is a very specific type of sweet. Try this one and then we'll...
Okay, well that sucks. That sucks and conveys nothing. Okay, you go ahead and give it a shot. I think Cointreau wouldn't be a bad thing here. It definitely needs some thickness, but also some not sweetness. This stuff tastes like nothing, really. It's like if you were walking through an old barn or something and found some still water, that's what this is like. That's why there's so much of it. And yet the Strega supply has been destroyed.
Ooh, yes.
Some Serbian brandy going in this now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's one of those bottles.
Try. Because it's not like we have an undo button for this.
Yeah. You can always make something, if it sucks, you can put it back in. You can't take ingredients out.
For our own reference, if this does turn out in any way, that was ounce Tabor, ounce half. Oh, sorry.
That one has recently had grappa in it.
Colors become a bit more golden. Sorry, ounce half brandy.
It's much closer to doing the job of Satan's Whiskers. Needs more allspice. Maybe the Satan's Whiskers... Well, I guess I'm reevaluating that it wasn't actually a bad drink or anything. I feel like it's convoluted and repetitive, but it does add up to being a good drink.
I mean, what we have now is pretty convoluted.
That's true. And this is just okay. Like, this isn't better than that. This is closer, better than the pile of trash that I just made. Both times. By adulterating a perfectly well-made Satan's Whiskers as well. I suck at this. I suck with orange flavors. It's not my forte. Yeah, it's like, this is okay. It's not better.
I feel like it has a bit more oomph than the Satan's Whiskers. The Satan's Whiskers was very delicate.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would object to being served this, and you're right that this feels like it has all the low end it needs and just could use a little more spice. Like even if you had some nutmeg to scratch on top of this, which we do, then you could have something good there. Whereas what feels like is missing in the Satan's Whiskers is a little harder to pin down. It's a lot of spice and it's really interesting, but it feels like it's not a drink.
On the nose, it makes very nice, but
Yeah, because with
shaking in nutmeg versus garnishing.
With this, I do feel like I'm having a drink. I feel like I'm drinking some booze, and it's nice. There's a little bit of a dessert type feeling to the Satan's Whiskers, where it's like, if this was all I had to drink, I would feel a little disappointed. Like there is an absence there that would have to be filled by the meal or by accompanying it with a beer.
Mm.
That hit of nutmeg on the nose does make this better. We are essentially remaking Witch's Gingerbread House.
Yeah, which is basically what I was thinking of comparable things for. So we've made your Marianne, the Dark and Stormy, Milli Vanilli, what was it?
The Mamie Taylor.
Mamie Taylor.
The Mamie Taylor is Scotch, lime, and ginger beer.
I just mean we've made basically the same thing in a different way.
Yeah. Well, what is the base spirit in this? It's gin.
Did you put gin in this? Oh, yeah.
Well, the base spirit in I'm hammered now, like it is hitting me in waves. The base spirit in Satan's Whiskers is gin.
Yes.
And I feel like gin and orange juice don't do anything particularly interesting together. More so than vodka, because vodka's for losers. But like I feel like again you could cut out all the other spices that you're adding in by using rum.
Mm.
Get all the spices that you want in a funky Jamaican rum, and then a little orange flavor. You probably have the same thing. Like Jamaican rum and Cointreau might add up to being a great Satan's Whiskers. I'm not gonna make another drink. I'm already hammed.
I feel like the appropriate thing to do at this moment.
Yep, just keep making a devil's brow.
Devil's brow.
I'm gonna throw this in there too.
Yeah, fuck it.
You are gonna be hammed now. You will be the drunkest person on
Oh,
earth.
I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. This is Satan's coconut.
Alright. We'll have to go back to the video to find the recipe.
No one needs this in their life.
Taste your Satan's coconut and let's go play video games.
Head.
Let me taste Satan's coconut and then go play video games.
No. There's so many things that happen. All of them are fighting.
It's just turning into aftershave. It absolutely tastes like a bath care product.
College students would be offended at this.
Yeah, just tons of lingering flavors in there. Still a nice hint of allspice.
Oh, yeah, you got your allspice.
Let's wrap this up. Too drunk to be on camera. I tell you what. Wrap up this video with your signature catchphrase.
We shouldn't do more than one video in a day.
Now say it like it's a catchphrase.
We shouldn't do more than one video in a day.